Hi, hello, namaskar. Welcome to Textbook. I'm extremely delighted to have the panel of esteemed faculty of Textbook with me. I'm thrilled to announce we have made our first batch of Nirnay IAS of Textbook most successful because of the tremendous efforts that have been put forth by our eminent faculties. And I'm very much delighted to announce we are going to provide wonderful opportunity for all the aspirants who are going to prepare for UPSC from the comforts of your homes. We are going to provide quality IAS coaching both for working professionals as well as regular aspirants. We are going to launch the night batch, in which it is not mandatory that only working professionals should join. Working professionals can also join, and regular aspirants can also join. After that, we are going to launch regular batch, in which also the regular aspirants can join, the working professionals can also join. It's not just announcing the launch of new batch. We are going to have live discussion with our eminent faculties. They are marvelous and fabulous in their experience, in their knowledge, in their skills of teaching, in their UPSC acumen. They have tremendous experience in training the aspirants on the lines of UPSC. So first, I would like to start with my subject. In a nutshell, I would like to explain the significance of polity both in prelims as well as mains, the strategy, then our esteemed faculty with whom we are going to have interaction. This is Kiran and Shetty, Faculty for Polity, Governance, IR. I have 12 years of teaching experience. I have done my LLB, MA in Political Science, Public Administration. In both the subjects, I have qualified UGC NET. I have completed my MBA as well. I worked in corporate sector also before entering into teaching field. Coming to my teaching experience, 12 years of experience I have. I teach in various cities: Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay, Hyderabad, Northeast, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh. Coming to polity and governance, as we know, it is of utmost importance. In prelims, it is going to cover somewhere between 15 to 20 questions. 15 to 20 questions out of 100 questions. Please keep in your mind. And the UPSC cannot draft a new constitution. So you can score more than 90%, 95% like that in prelims. And I would guarantee that I will provide comprehensive material in which more than 90-95% of the questions in prelims as well as mains will come. Coming to the strategy, how I'm going to teach polity and governance. First and foremost, we are going to learn the subject comprehensively. That means both from prelims as well as mains we will study, unless and until most of the subjects, not just polity and governance, whether it is geography, history, science and technology. Not forget about mains, even in prelims, in last prelims, due process, constitutionalism. Unless and until you prepared from both mains and prelims perspective, you won't be able to answer it. So first and foremost, strategy to prepare the subject, polity and governance, both from prelims and mains perspective. Second, conceptual clarity, understanding the philosophy behind each concept. Republic, ratta marte hain, republic yani ki head of the state is elected. But the lofty ideal of republic, it comprises deep connotation. So conceptual clarity, the philosophy behind the concepts. Third, comparative analysis. What are the differences between the impeachment, the passage of impeachment motion of the president and the process of removal of judge of High Court or Supreme Court? There are subtle differences. UPSC strikes over there. For instance, in last prelim, it asked the differences between financial bill and appropriation bill. So comparative analysis. Then applied aspect. What you learn in polity, especially preamble, fundamental rights, salient features. Preamble, it reflects constitutional morality, which is very, very useful for you in ethics. If you apply what we learn in preamble in ethics, you will get damn good marks. That's why students who opted political science or PubAd, they know this significance, they get more marks in ethics. So this is my brief, description of my subject, my experience, how I'm going to deal the subject. Now, I would like to switch over to one of our eminent faculties, Mr. Venkatesh sir. I know him personally. I know his knowledge, his experience, its teaching skills. So we are going to have this opportunity to interact with him. Good evening, sir. Venkatesh sir.
Hello, sir. It's wonderful that you have given a great explanation about, how to prepare polity and all. I hope students are getting much information out of your experience. And
Sir.
thank you for your warm welcome as well.
Sir.
So, hello, everyone. So, this is Venkatesh. My journey with UPSC has started as a long back as an aspirant, then into as a teaching mode. Been teaching for almost 10 years now. Luckily, some of them have even, with their hard work and all, have been into the services. That's a good thing, right? Ultimately, you all have the dreams. They're the dreams. We are here to realize our dreams, right? So the journey of that has been much a fascinating one. And, we have a variety of subjects, right? Our exam has so many aspects, be it polity, geography, history, economy, right? Ethics, essay. Yeah, Saransh is there. Then he would say definitely about CSAT, right? So we have a variety of things. For covering all these kind of things, we need decent amount of time. The first question you need to ask is, why now? The reason is very simple. Vast syllabus, open-ended questions. For that to have a conceptual clarity, to get that enough knowledge, to get that command over the subjects, to have confidence, we need minimum amount of time. That's the reason why you need to choose it now. As you choose it, as you go to the prepare one subject after another and all, in the next 6 to 7 months, if you have the conceptual clarity, then we can utilize this time, for whether it is for answer writing, whether it is for, things like MCQ practice. And if you start it now, the added advantage is as well, the prelims is about to, 2023 prelims is about to occur. So when you see from that, you will understand the trends of that. Accordingly, you can fine tune your preparation. All these things you can utilize, right? Then coming back to my subject, geography, you see, one of the things, geography or for any other subject, when you read, I want you people to read with passion, observe with passion. For example, as a kid, why do you think that I have liked geography? Was I'm a cricket lover. So when I see cricket, the first question I would be saying is, Achha, why do cricket matches are played in Australia at the time of December, January? Whereas in England, it is the time of June, July. That was my first question. Then I understood the concept of revolution and all, right? And as a kid, there are only two fascinations, movies and cricket. Then through movies, I also came to know a variety of things. See, when Shah Rukh Khan and Kajal are dancing in the grasslands of the Himalayas, then I understood that these are what we call it as alpine meadows, temperate grasslands. The things like, the moment when I see temperate grasslands, in the background, I'll also find that Kajol and Shah Rukh Khan are having a good dance. So when you fine tune and link with all these kind of things, with the surroundings and all, with our observations, the journey becomes fascinating, interesting, and you will learn a lot. My teaching philosophy lies in this. It will be about the examples, it will be about understanding, and luckily, my subject has better visualizations and the tech support which we have. I can utilize all these kind of things. Recently, we had a cyclone Rimal impacting the Northeast, West Bengal, and Bangladesh. I can utilize the variety of technologies which are available right now and show you how cyclones are developed and all that. So, for a subject like geography, yes, as Kiran sir was emphasizing about conceptual clarity and all, along it is the same for every subject. And with the tech which is available here, I can utilize the technology and showcase you visualization. Geography is all about visualizations. For example, one more example I'll give you. You all might have seen about the movie Lion King. Started with the, I think, Mufasa, Simba, right? If you see that, what is the background of that movie? The background is the tropical grasslands, the savanna grasslands. The moment I see Mufasa, Simba, and the conversations, my background is about the savanna grasslands where you have the thick grasses, beautiful wildlife going and all. The moment you start linking all these kind of things, that is when you would see this beautiful journey, understanding the love of the subject will increase. You will have that conceptual clarity. So when I teach geography, I see that I make it sure that you will have conceptual clarity, connecting with our surroundings, the things which we usually do, be it the movies, cricket, or whatever it which we do is to do. Once you do that, there will be a clarity. Once you understand, then the next thing, PYQs, practice. Once you do the previous year questions, how many years? Wonderful understanding about that is where the process of preparation, this competition and all. The final destination for this competitive exam is what? For seeing your name in the final list, right? So whether it is prelims, mains, and interview at different stages for all the things, be it answer writing, MCQ practice, and all, will be available. And speaking about multiple things here, for example, there are so many variety of subjects. Say economy. As I say about economy, for many of you, I think if you join it right now, the first initial students you'll also have around early bird offer. The discount will be provided to you. You can get in the description. The link is in the description. You will get that opportunity of the discounts, right? Then one thing, as I was talking with Saran sir was talking about, the time needed to prepare for CSAT. Often what happens is, when you prepare about, say, geography and economy, the concepts there itself will be bombarded in your brain. And you will see that, I will see CSAT later on, and you will leave that. That comes the challenge. Every subject has to be given importance. Saran sir, you tell me the reason for, why time is very much important. A specific importance to CSAT is important in the present era.
Thank you, Venkatesh sir, and welcome everybody to this session, and welcome on the channel Super Coaching UPSC Batch Test. Guys, as sir asked, okay, why time is so important? There is some reason. Now, from 2023, CSAT wants some respect. CSAT wants your time because the only reason when you get selected, that is be logical. If you are preparing for CSAT and you are thinking not logical, then just forget it. I can assure you the reasoning part, like passage part, that is comprehension, you always say, that is assumption, argument, courses of action, inference. These are beyond all subjects. It has geography in it, it has polity in it. So you have to give time to all these things. There are only three subjects: reasoning, quant, and passage. If you think it is different subject, then you can count it three. But actually, passages are from reasoning. Most of the person think like passages are from English language. We have to know literature and many more things. No, it is not necessary कि you need to know the literature or you need to know Hindi literature, you need to know language. No, it is from reasoning. Reasoning have three parts in itself. First one, only for competitive exam. First one, that is verbal reasoning, common sense reasoning. Second one, non-verbal reasoning, and third one, critical reasoning. Critical reasoning means analytical reasoning, which consists these all assumptions, argument, which are coming in the form of passages. You can see the statement type questions, statement and assumption. Then he will tell you, okay, just tell us. He will ask you that tell us assumption will implicit. Okay, so these are the things. The statement when you created a long statement that is called passage. Actually, in this, and I can guarantee everyone, I can guarantee you, no student will fail from my class. मैं इस बात की guarantee दे रहा हूँ. I'm giving you a guarantee कि everybody will pass the CSAT and easily, easily. I'm giving you a surety. Everything you will know what important topics and one more important thing that what how you can solve easily. Which topic are easily solved or which topic are easily solvable. That's the most important thing you can face in the CSAT. And now CSAT wants and CSAT demands from you that is 4 to 5 hours in the last 2 3 months before the prelims. That's why time is so much important. And you don't, if you want, I don't want to give time for CSAT. No, you have to give because you need to be a logical person because you are going to be an IS officer, IPS officer, and they are demanding for logical technocrats. If you see the paper of 2023, the CSAT was the toughest as all, but actually the questions, quant questions are from basic concepts. Those teachers who said you give the questions were from bank and so many their cat. No, I even taught all these things. Bank quant, bank cat, UPSC UPCS. No, you cannot say it questions are from there. Bank cat didn't register any topic of reasoning. Okay, they don't have any patent on that. So these are the myths. They are actually telling you because they are hiding their failure. They are hiding their mistakes. Actually, they are doing. I heard so many teachers were saying, just remove C from UPSC. Why? I don't think so. Sir, please tell me why
Karan sir,
why CSAT be removed?
I have a query. Sorry to interrupt. Can I
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
you a query, sir?
Yes, sir.
Most of the students even do ask me sometimes, and think you also might have heard about this. Uh, Especially the non-mathematics students, they would be too much worried about the level of difficulty in the reasoning and the mathematics things. Can you give them a certain kind of confidence that how would you help them, sir? Is it a
First,
right question?
one, yeah, first of all, I want to say quant, the topic percentage, profit and loss, these are not for maths background student. Only not only for maths background, but also for arts, commerce, everything. Because these are coming from 6, 7, 8 classes and all have mathematics in that class. Okay. So why we are actually it is an excuse, complete to save ourselves. Like we are not from math background, so we cannot study it. and we should leave it. No, that is an excuse completely. And for reasoning, in India, there is no any stream, there is no any graduation exam, no anything, nowhere you can study reasoning. It is coming only in competitive exams. That's the truth. So
यानी कि सारांश
reasoning
सर,
and quant.
यानी सर,
I will
सारांश सर,
make sir, one thing, I will make it completely easy, and you will definitely qualify. I'm
सारांश
promising.
सारांश सर, आई एम सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू.
Yes.
यानी कि आप नामुमकिन को मुमकिन बनाएंगे, मुमकिन को आसान बनाएंगे.
Yes, 100%. I
So that
always
is the
say
greatness of
I'm king of
textbook.
CSAT.
That is the panel of eminent faculty in textbook.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And with this, I'm concluding my voice. And now we have Rafa sir. We have the finest faculty ever. And I met him personally. And I met him all of them. Venkat sir, Kiran sir. And they have so much knowledge. Okay, I can't believe how anybody can have this type of knowledge. Like Venkat sir was talking about movies. And you can't believe in 2022, one question from Ice Age movie. So that, that is amazing. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving our students. Rafa, sir, I want to request you tell us something. Rafa, sir,
Hello, Rafat sir.
I think his internet is getting slow. चलिए तब तक हम ही लोग बात करते
हाँ. Uh,
Venkatesh sir, just tell me one
yes,
thing. I
yes,
have
sir.
a doubt for you.
Hmm.
How many movies did you watch?
When we are in the childhood times, only entitled to this, right? So if that is the case, I should not tell the number, but a decent number of movies.
Yes, sir. Actually, I always usually give the examples of movies. Like for permutation combination, I used to give example of race to, sorry,
Ah,
race to. Okay, learn it to teach it. You know. Kiran sir,
hmm.
did you watch these in your childhood? Kiran sir,
हाँ सर.
I'm asking, did you watch movie in your childhood?
Yeah.
Which type of movies?
Freedom movement. So
I was
movies
expecting
related
that.
to, yeah.
I was expecting that.
So Kiran sir,
Yes
uh,
sir.
I think if not recently, but for so many days, there are we have seen that Supreme Court judgments are very important,
Sir.
right, sir? I think when the aspirant reads current affairs and all, there are variety of things. Every day some other
Yeah.
things are will there. How do you think that the recent cases, the recent Pune case, whether
Sir.
it is a Supreme Court judgment or any High Court judgment, how do you think that students should utilize this knowledge for their exam?
Sir, I really, what you say, exhort students. First, they should be thorough with the core subject, whether it is
Okay.
geography, environmental issues, polity, economy, so that they can have applied aspect. Coming to your question, straightforward answer. If you take Supreme Court's pronouncement in formulas, Supreme Court enunciated that we do not have the authority to decide whether the formulas are good to the farmers or not. Why Supreme Court gave such pronouncement? The student would be able to understand only when the differentiation between judicial review functioning on the principle of procedure established by law, and judicial review functioning on the principle of due process of law. But unfortunately, in India, because our education system is like in your film metaphor, the Three Idiots movie, the way Chatur learns, Ratta Marna. Judicial review functioning on due process of law, judicial review functioning on procedure established by law. Even advocates do not know more than 90%. But that conceptual clarity ought to be there. Once students gain that, it will be very easy on their part to understand the pronouncements of Supreme Court or High Court, whatever may be the case. Sir.
Yes, sir, I used to say.
Sir is back.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Let me give some time. Just a second.
Yeah.
I used to say that Rancho will be an IS, not Chatur, in my classes. And one thing I want to connect.
No, Sarji, Saran sir, UPSC, the greatness of UPSC is that it will, the manner in which it asks the questions, it will pick up only Ranchotas, not
Yes.
Ranchot.
I usually connect one more thing in my classes. Like, Rancho is not a person. He is a logical person.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yes.
these students ask me like, why we are reading CSAT? What is the importance? I'm giving one line. In the Anna Hazare movement, one question was spreaded like, you are with the Anna Hazare who is fighting for corruption, for against corruption, fighting against corruption. This question is coming from reasoning. Like, it is a logical fallacy that is loaded question. So if these politicians know the reasoning, then why bureaucrats don't have that knowledge? So we have to tackle them. So we should take knowledge of reasoning. CSAT is the most important thing for every person in this country. Actually, is Rafa sir, please tell us. The audio is off. Audio off. Some mic.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir, now?
Yes, welcome, sir.
Fine. So thank you very much for your wonderful remarks. So I congratulate all the students who have decided to partner with textbook for preparation. So I do not have even an iota of doubt in saying that you have chosen the best academy in India at this point of time. I know the abilities of each and every faculty member of this academy, of the textbook team. I know in person, I know personally Venkatesh sir, I know Dhananjay sir, I know Kiran sir, I know Saransh sir. So I keep hearing good things about them from the students. So I do not have, I once again repeat the same, I do not have even an iota of doubt in saying that you are, your future is in very safe hands. And I am, to introduce myself, I am Arafat. I teach history. So usually students have very bad experience with history, particularly during their school times. But I promise that will not be the case as far as the UPSC preparation is concerned. So we will make sure that the history or learning of history becomes a very enjoyable process. So where do we start from? So we start from the beginning. We start from the human evolution. So we will know who we are, where we came from, and we start from the beginning and we end till what happened till say 2020. So the point is, we will start from the beginning and we'll try to know history through the ages. We study history that is ancient Indian history. We will also study medieval period. We will also study modern Indian history in two parts. That is, one till independence, and then afterwards we'll also study the post-independence history. We'll also be studying about world history, that is particularly the modern world history part. So usually the students have no fear, particularly when it with respect to ancient and medieval Indian history. Uh, uh, Possibly because the subject was not taught as it should have been. Possibly that's the reason uh, they personally do not, most of the students do not have a liking for particularly ancient and medieval Indian history. But will ensure that not just modern Indian history, we will ensure that even ancient and medieval Indian history becomes a very, very enjoyable process. The learning becomes a very, very enjoyable process. So usually there is a tendency among the students to uh, to mostly read modern Indian history, because usually UPSC keeps asking questions, a relatively more number of questions from modern Indian history. But there is no guarantee that UPSC should ask questions only from modern Indian history. So as has happened, in fact, in the last year examination itself. So in 2023, there were about 13 questions, 1-3 to be precise, in the prelims examination, UPSC prelims. Of the 13 questions, 9 were from ancient and medieval India put together, but largely from ancient India. And there are only 4 questions from modern Indian history. So this shows that, so last year, many said that the prelims paper was tough. In fact, as Saransh has rightly pointed out, the paper was not tough. The point is, UPSC asked questions from the areas which was less asked from. So the point is, if you go to the examination hall only by having knowledge of modern Indian history, and when you see that most of the questions ended up coming from ancient Indian history, naturally you are caught by surprise. Naturally, you feel that the paper is tough, but in fact, the paper was not tough. The point is, the students who went into the examination hall went unprepared. So the point is, in test book, we will ensure that we will not uh, miss out any of the topics mentioned in the syllabus. We will ensure that the full syllabus is covered. I am speaking not just from the point of view of history alone. We will ensure that, I know, I just told that I know most of the faculty members of this academy personally. I know their abilities. So I'm sure that each and every faculty will strive hard to complete, all parts of their syllabus. I can assure that we will be able to complete your syllabus fully, and that too in a time bound manner. So that's about some brief, introduction relating to my subject, that is history. But how do we proceed studying history? So as Venkatesh sir has rightly pointed out, so we will discuss a chapter, followed by we will spend time, solving questions, particularly the multiple choice questions. So after each topic is over, we will spend half an hour or so discussing the previous year questions asked by UPSC specifically from that particular topic. So if you are able to solve those questions, then you will realize how questions are being framed from that particular topic. You will gain confidence if you are able to solve questions, a majority of these questions. Your confidence grows up, and that's the way to clear this particular examination. First, we will start with the multiple choice questions model. The later, as we proceed further into the syllabus, we will also start, we will also ensure that you also keep writing answers, that is for the mains. So we will take forward this process in a very holistic manner. Yes, sir. So I give the mic to Kiran sir to take forward this discussion.
Sir, thank you, sir, for your deep insights into the subject. So I have a doubt, sir, Arafat sir.
Yes, sir.
It has been gnawing my mind. What are the strategical differences between Mahatma Gandhi and Tilak? Already the question has come from this area. The
Yes, sir.
examiner asked the strategic, as you know very well, a few years back, I think 4 years back, it was asked.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes, sir.
strategical differences between Subhash Bose and Gandhi.
Yes, sir.
So most probably in future it might be asked coming year or next year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is, in fact, I would say the most favorite area of UPSC. In fact, this part, the part which you mentioned, was specifically added to the UPSC syllabus in 2013, in 2012, 2013. That is the contribution of the personalities to the Indian national movement. So how do we proceed?
Okay,
No.
acha, in syllabus it is specifically mentioned. Okay.
Yes, sir. The contribution of the personalities to the Indian national movement. This is the one-line syllabus which UPSC gave.
My last attempt was in 2009, so I'm not so aware about it.
Yes, sir. It was added in 2012.
Thank you. Oh.
So how do we proceed handling this particular syllabus? So usually I have been tracking questions asked by UPSC specifically from this part, and I realized that most of the questions which UPSC asked about the personalities are the one who were in news that particular year. So, for example, in 2015, there was a question on the point is the question was about the differences in the personalities of Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Okay.
That was the question that was asked in 2015 UPSC mains.
Okay.
But why did specifically UPSC ask that question that particular year? There is a basis. So 2014 happened to be 125th birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Okay.
So that was the context. So the point is, aspirants cannot go on learning about all the personalities, the one who contributed to Indian national movement, because that becomes burdensome on them. But ideally, the UPSC aspirant should know more about those personalities who remain in news.
Yes.
It could be, say, for example, a couple of years ago, Subhash Chandra Bose was in news.
Yes.
Because there was a tussle that was going on between the central government and the government of Bangladesh, government of West Bengal, over declassification of information relating to Subhash Chandra Bose. So that means that that personality was in news. In fact, when that happened, the following year, a question came on him. The following year, the question came in the UPSC examination on the personality of Subhash Chandra Bose. So the whole point is, then how should we go about tackling this topic? That's the key point here. One, aspirants should never try to read too many books. Whichever personalities who are in news, if they are in news, definitely articles gets published on them in the newspapers or in journals. So ideally, the aspirant should read from the newspaper articles or journals. Third, there is a book called The Makers of Modern India, written by Ramachandra Guha. Makers of Modern India, which contains the contribution of almost all the individuals to Indian national movement. Ideally, no one should make an attempt to read the whole book. So rather, they should read about only those personalities who remain in news.
So you are emphasizing on very much linking the static portion and connecting with the events happening around us. That is the correct.
So this is the greatness of textbook, and this is the esteemed panel of faculty in textbook. You see, history is connected with current affairs. Nobody can assume it.
In fact, the questions that came in world history, that was asked from world history, that were connected to current affairs. In 2014, there was a question on the role of Germany in World War I and World War II. In fact, World War I was 100th anniversary of World War I in 2014. So in 2014, question came on that particular topic. So ideally, students should keep their eyes and ears open as far as all the subjects are concerned, including history. So if students, if they want to read everything from books alone, they might be fooling themselves. That they should never be doing. Rather, they should link everything with current affairs, read more from current affairs, and if they can revise from that limited, topics which they read from current affairs, that I would say is the key to succeed in this particular examination.
Yes,
Now
sir,
I would like to,
easily now.
yeah.
Why you have history fear when Arafat sir is there?
Thank you for your kind words, sir.
Actually, sir, I don't remember the birthday. I don't remember my father's birthday.
Now
So
I,
how can I tackle history?
oh, I would like to introduce, sir. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
now I would like to introduce our esteemed faculty in economics, Dhananjay sir. Dhananjay sir, welcome to the panel. Hello sir, Dhananjay sir, good evening.
I think he is not connected, I guess.
I think internet उनका slow है.
अच्छा, अच्छा.
Venkatesh sir,
आ
I
गया,
want to ask you something. So
धनंजय सर आ गए.
mostly coachings and mostly platforms are providing books and mentorship. Mentorship is only with us. I know
Yes.
that the great mentorship only with us. So tell me something about material and mentorship. How can we mentor students and how can provide more benefits to students?
बाहर है वो.
Yes. Sir, once I think any student once listen to our sessions and all, the next thing is about recalling the things, reading the books and all is also very important. So we have a wide good material which is which we have prepared. I think we all of us gone through that. We also have given our suggestions of variations and all. Say when I talk about geography, one of the key aspect of geography is pictures speak a lot. The mapping is very important. The pictures which will explain about all these things. So along with the conceptual clarity, we have wonderful pictures which are provided with this. For example, when you talk about history, chronology becomes very important. आप chronology समझ लीजिए, right? So you need to have a very good understanding of chronological events and all. The flow charts and all are very useful. So along with understanding about what is happening at what time, there is also a beautiful description. For every subject, there is uniqueness. And along with this uniqueness, we have provided a good amount of, flow charts, diagrams, appropriate maps, examples, Supreme Court judgments, and all these kind of things consolidated in one kind of a material. And one thing is, we are trying to make it sure that before the batch itself begins, whoever has enrolled into it will be providing you to your house, to your home. Maybe there might be one or two variations depending on the remoteness of your locality. But otherwise, before the launch of the batch, you will be provided everything, all this wonderful material to you as well.
And Venkatesh sir and all the esteemed faculty and the students who are attending the session, I would like to announce whoever joins the first 50 students. So you please fill up the Google form. You are going to get exciting and brilliant opportunity to have large chunk of discount. So first 50 students who are going to join, they are going to have amazing discount. So make hurry and please join. So yeah, now our esteemed economy faculty, I welcome Dhananjay sir. Good evening, sir. Please.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Yeah.
So, good evening to the esteemed faculty who is assembled here. I am very happy to introduce myself to the entire team. Hope my voice is audible to everyone.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, let me introduce myself. I have been in this field for almost 4 years, and I have been teaching the subject of economics. And I have done my graduation in economics, and I have done my post graduation in economics. So first of all, let me tell what is the relevance of this subject for UPSC prelims as well as UPSC mains, as well as how this subject is very much important for our personal life. See, everything, if we are connected here, be it a student, be it a mentor, or everyone who is assembled here, we have been assembled because of economics, the concept of money. Everyone is rotating around money, and the subject that we are having is about money. This speaks about money, this talks about money, and the questions are about money, but in theoretical context. In theoretical context. So whenever we say economics for UPSC perspective, economics for UPSC perspective, let's look at what is the importance of this subject as far as prelims as well as mains is considered. As our esteemed faculty has been guiding you so far on what are the various number of how many questions that they are asking over a period of time. If you look at this context, in economics, last year there were 16 questions, and last but 1 year there were 18 questions. So overall, if I add economics, somewhere around 18 to 19 questions are being asked, are being given from this subject from UPSC prelims. Let's look at mains component. In mains GS paper 3, there is exclusively one topic called economics, and the first 10 components in the syllabus is speaking about economics, which is of 125 marks. And look at the score that students are scoring in GS paper 3. One of the most easy way maximum amount of marks is in GS paper 3 compared to your GS paper 2, compared to your GS paper 1. Why? Because the questions are very dynamic in nature. The only thing that we have to understand is the way in which the questions are being framed and the way in which questions are being interlinked over a period of time. That is the thing that we have to understand. Once we catch that crux, that is going to be helpful as far as economics mains is considered. Now, that doesn't end there. That doesn't end there. It has its own relevance in essay writing. It has its relevance in ethics. It has its relevance in GS paper 2 in a context of how to use resources very efficiently. For example, if you ask me economic development, Kiran sir will obviously say that, sir, this is about social justice. What is social justice? Ensuring welfare is called social justice. Whereas welfare is a concept which we study in economics further in the form of development. So this is the relevance that we have in GS paper 1, in GS paper 2, 3, as well as 4. And in the prelims, you are having somewhere around 18 to 19 marks. But the question is why students feel difficulty in understanding this subject or in facing the questions. Two difficulties or three difficulties.
I think there is some problem with connectivity here.
Yeah. So
Yes, sir. And actually,
I
we are
would like
getting
to
some
wind up
comments.
the session. Yeah.
Ayush Garg is saying how to join this batch. And from Coimbatore he is, and he has a respect for Ravi and team. And next comment, Rockstar RJ, great by IRS officers. And next comment is also for Ravi sir. So actually, sir, I think now we should talk about something mentorship of Ravi Kapoor sir and Gehlot sir, and what kind of mentorship they are providing and what they are doing in their mentorship program. So, sir, sir, please elaborate these things.
Yes, sir. So when you talk about the mentorship, we have we have the Ravi sir with us, ex-IRS officer, who has been through the service, who has cleared the service, understanding the nuances of the service and all these things. So just a minute. So when you talk about the mentorship, you have a variety of mentorships. Be it the super mentor Ravi sir, who will give you one good thing about mentorship. I think Sharan sir, Kiran sir also would agree with me that when you see the students, every student will be at different a different stage of preparation. Some would be
Yes.
at the basic level, some would be at the advanced level, and everyone needs some kind of a personalized, customized mentorship, right?
Yes.
So with this mentorship under the guidance of Ravi sir and even Gehlot sir and all, we have one side discipline, and another side we're also talking about giving personalized mentorship of understanding what actually a student needs, what are the strengths and weaknesses of that particular student, and accordingly we fine tune his or her preparation so that they would be clearing all these levels, and with that mentorship and all, that would be easier for them to get the conceptual clarity, and also they'll be always on the right track. Sometimes you all know that you will be starting preparation, but there'll be so many rounds of turns which you will not be able to come back. So this is where the mentorship, and that too customized mentorship, which would help us, especially the aspirants, to clear their particular exam. Saran sir, if you wanted to add anything, please.
Yes, sir. I just want to add one thing. Just come to textbook if you want to qualify UPSC. And I can give you a surety that our faculty team, our Ravi sir, Gehlot sir, these are the best for UPSC because they will tell you the truth. What kind of exam it is, what you have to do, and what you can prepare, and how you can prepare, and how you will be eligible for this exam.
And the
The
concern for
actual thing is
students
what?
on the part of Ravi sir is really amazing.
Yes, sir, exactly. Ravi sir, I met the greatest personality ever, that is Ravi sir. He actually thinks about the students. And I got to meet so many great faculties, as they call themselves. But they are not thinking about the students. They are thinking about only money. And Ravi sir is the only person I met him. Like, he is actually thinking how maximum students can qualify in UPSC. It is the greatest achievement for me that I'm working with Ravi sir.
Yeah, I too
Venkat
feel
sir,
the same
am I
thing.
right, sir?
Yes, sir, I too feel the same.
Yes, sir.
So before winding up the session, I would like to exhort the students, please utilize this wonderful opportunity. This opportunity is available only for the students, the first 50 students who are going to join. Please fill up Google Sheets and join in the course. By attending this session, you might have come to conclusion that the kind of caliber, knowledge, skills, expertise on the part of the esteemed faculty of textbook. So thank you. Thank you all my esteemed colleagues. Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
students. And
Student.
thank you to textbook to provide for providing me this opportunity. Thank you.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
family.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.